What's up guys, Louis here, and in today's video I want to go over how to set up your GoXLR mixer with two computers and a PS4. This should allow you to create content and stream with no downtime and a smooth experience. I originally couldn't find a video on this, so I hope this guide will help you. We'll be going over what you will need in terms of the cable routing, your gaming, streaming and PS4 settings, and as well your GoXLR and OVS settings. If you want to check out how everything sounds and how it goes together, or simply just have questions, I stream every day starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time for the obsession of the weekend, where I do 24-hour streams and do weekly giveaways. Link will be in the description, so come check me out. Let's start the video. Right, so the first thing you're gonna need is a stereo sound card, and this is for your PS4. We will cover this later on. You will also need two ground loop noise isolators. You will also need 5 male-to-male stereo auxiliary cables. You will also need a X splitter, a Y X splitter, and you're going to need 3 optical audio cables, and you will also need 1 optical audio switcher. All right, so let's move on and talk about the audio cabling, how everything will be plugged in. Now this Excel spreadsheet will be available for you guys to be able to download it on my Discord. My Discord will be down in the description. The main focus of this routing will be in the mixer, how everything will be connected, so everything has a purpose here. All right, so let's get started. Let's start off with the PS4. So within the PS4, you're gonna be connecting that sound card, which is gonna be a USB in. Within that sound card, you're gonna have 2 ports: headphone jack out, mic in. Now the headphone out jack will be connected with a cable, auxiliary cable. From there, it's going to be connected to a group loop isolator. From the group loop isolator, it's going to be connected to the mixer line in. I would explain to this later on as well, but basically all that's happening here is the audio from your chat will come out to the isolator, isolate any noise coming from the system, and it's gonna come out into the mixer. So you will hear your chat on your PS4 through the mixer. All right, so let's move on to the other part, the microphone in. So you're gonna have a audio auxiliary cable connected to it, coming to a group isolator, and then the splitter, and then that splitter is going to be connected to the mixer. Now what's going to happen here is your microphone is going to output to line out, and then it's going to go into the PS4 and people are going to be able to hear you. Pretty simple. Now since there's a splitter, I'm gonna explain this right now. It's super easy. What this splitter is for is to split that microphone analog audio signal into your gaming PC. So one, you're gonna be connecting your auxiliary cable from the splitter to the gaming PC, to the mic in or line in, whichever port you have available should be fine. Either microphone in or line in, those should work with no hassle. All right, let's move on. Now the next thing you're going to need to make sure that your gameplay works is make sure that your PS4 signal for your gameplay is coming out through your optical out. Now your optical out is going to come out, it's going to be connected with an optical cable into the switcher. The optical in port and your gaming PC, you're gonna have a optical cable coming out from the optical out to the optical in of the switcher. Now there's gonna be an optical out, and that's gonna be connected to the mixer. All right, now moving forward, so all you're gonna need now is so in order for this to work, you're gonna use a remote controller, and that controller switches it, or you're gonna hit a button and it switches it. Now whenever you switch it, either the PS4 or the gaming PC will be heard only. This is the only way that you can have two gameplays coming into the mixer and be able to be controlled as easy as I made it here in this video. All right, so now one more thing I do want to cover here is that the USB connected from the mixer is going to go into the streaming PC. Just to make it easier, since you're streaming from your PC and everything will be sorted through your PC. Obviously, if you have a XLR microphone, it will go into your mixer. Also, if you have a headset with a microphone, you can use that as well. Your headphone out jack will be used to be for your headphones. That way you can hear what's happening with all the signals in your mixer. And obviously, if you want to use a headset microphone, you can just make sure you plug it into your microphone in port. All right, so let's move on and let's talk about the settings that you're gonna need on your gaming and streaming PC. So let's start with your streaming PC settings. So all you're gonna have to do is go into your start menu, go to control panel, and then control panel, go to sound, and right here you're gonna have a tab. So in this tab, what you're looking for here is to make sure you set up system, the GoXLR system device as default, and you want to make chat as your default communication device. Why? Because if you are listening to anything in this system, you want to make sure it goes through system. And chat, in case you're either gaming on your streaming PC, which I doubt you will, or any device, any anything related to chatting or voice chatting or call chatting, anything related to chat, in terms of communicating, like Zoom calls, all will be heard through the chat channel here of the GoXLR. Now go to your recording and make sure that you have the chat mic as your default, since this will be your current default device for microphone in terms of how this computer detects what you say. All right, now one more thing that I'm gonna ask you to do is to look for this setting. So type in the start menu mixer, and you're gonna look for this particular system settings, sound mixer options. And what this is it allows you to control your audio in a more advanced way. So let's say you're listening to music, whatever application it is that you're listening to music, you want to go ahead and change the output to music. And basically anything that application outputs into music. So you want to make sure that your default music application like Spotify or iTunes or YouTube, anything that you want to be able to control it through the music channel, make sure that you come here and change it to music. So since this is not really my music application, obviously, but I'm gonna revert it back. But I just want to show you guys that I don't have Spotify open right now, but that's what you guys need to do. All right, guys, now in your gaming PC, there's some few more things that you need to do to make sure that your audio is properly routed through the mixer itself. So go into your control panel, go into hardware and sound, Go to sound. Now make sure that you're in the playback tab. Now locate your digital output device. Once you have located it, right click it and make sure it's set as default. As you can see, mine is already selected as default, so there's nothing for me to do in this tab. Now in your recording tab, make sure that your microphone is selected as that default device. Let's move on to the mixer settings. What you're gonna need in the routing table is pretty simple. So your microphone, you want to make sure that you hear it. This is optional, obviously. Your line out, it is going to be the sound coming to your gaming PC or your PS4 game chat. Now your chat mic, that's is for your streaming PC, which you want to make sure it's checked. That way people can hear you in Discord or anything like that. Chat, this is in terms of Zoom calls or Discord or Xbox party chat. If you have an Xbox party on your streaming PC, people can hear you through here. However, remember your gaming PC chat will be coming through the console because you have it through the optical cable. But we will talk about this once I get there. So music, you want to make sure that you hear it through your headphones, nothing else here. Console, want to make sure you hear it and make sure that you stream it to broadcast stream mix. Why broadcast to stream mix? Because console is not a actual channel that's available for you to click on OBS, so you're gonna have to somehow output it to a channel that you can actually apply to OBS. So I made it to broadcast stream mix, and that's how you're gonna be able to control your PS4 gameplay sound or your gaming PC sound. Also your voice chat of your gaming PC. All right, so line in. So what this is anything that comes in from your PS4 in terms of the voice chat, so people can hear you. Sorry, now let me correct that. So you can hear them. So that's the appropriate term for that. In system, you want to be able to hear it. Obviously, this is anything related to your streaming PC. Samples, if you use any recorder samples or you're going to record, you want to make sure that people that you are talking to in either PS4 or PC are able to hear you through the line out. Your chat mic, anyone who's listening to you through the streaming PC are going to be able to hear your samples, and obviously your headphones, so you want to make sure that you're able to hear it. All right, so this will be available on my Discord. There will be a description on it, so if you guys want to download this, you can. Not sure how super sharp it will be to take a screenshot out of the video, but feel free to join my Discord and download this file and adjust it how you want it. Originally I made this because it was going to be super hard to actually remember all these connections. This is exactly my setup. I like to sometimes use my Astros A40s as a microphone whenever I'm really focused in the game, and then swap out really quickly to my XLR microphone, and that is super easy to do. With just a tap of a software, super easy, super convenient. So I hope this guy's very helpful for you guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions or concerns. Like I said, feel free to check me out on Twitch. I'm every day live starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, and obviously on weekends I'm always doing 24-hour streams. I hope you check me out and let me know your thoughts. Until next time, all right guys, take care.